So over there, that's Spencer Glacier. Alaska is commonly called the last frontier, and over the next few weeks we'll be giving you all highlights of our amazing trip, which actually was our honeymoon, and we just decided to turn it into an expedition of sorts. Now, Alaska is home to some of the most photogenic and picturesque views you will ever see in your life. Our trip would start in the state of Washington, where we would fly out from Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, and we would travel north about 4 hours to the city of Anchorage. Now, to give you some insights on where and what we will be doing over the next few weeks, let's look at this brief map of Alaska. Now, our journey will start here in Anchorage, where we will see some icebergs, we'll check out some glaciers, we'll snow machine in the beautiful mountains, and also do some snowboarding. On to the next leg of our trip, we travel to Fairbanks from Anchorage, where we're gonna ice fish, see some hot springs, and then depart to the small village of Eagle, Alaska. If you're familiar with the show Life Below Zero, you'll know where Eagle, Alaska is. It's nestled right below the Arctic Circle, and we'll be here for our main excursion of this trip, where we will tackle negative 20-degree weather and follow the Yukon River with our sled dog teams. So stay tuned, drop a comment below if you've ever been to Alaska, and let's get it. Right now, I'm packing for our trip to Alaska. 2 boards packed. I got our boots, jackets, helmets, all that's good to go. Now I'm kind of working on just a little bit of like camping necessity. I'm packing that for mostly camping stuff, the Thermarest, gaiters, Jetboil. So the Bush Wilderness is where we're gonna be heading out to. We're gonna be doing a little bit over a week of dog sledding. We're gonna fly into Anchorage tomorrow morning. So join us in the last frontier. This expedition is gonna be sick. Portage Glacier right now. The conditions are not ideal because it is really raining, sleety, kind of snowy, and in-betweener. So we're gonna get out there, get some good footage, see if we can see the glacier or not, see if some of those lakes out there are frozen. All right, so Portage Lake over here. We're gonna try and get a better view of the spot. Not sure if you guys can see all this snow that's like swirling around, but it's really nice. Let's keep going. All right, so behind me is the lake, which is mostly frozen over. Portage Glacier is way over there, and the lake gets fed from the glacier. All right, so we weren't able to see much of Portage Glacier because we arrived in the middle of a snowstorm, but the glacier is one of the most visited sites in Anchorage, and Portage Glacier actually used to stretch out 14 miles from where it resides now out to the Turnagain Arm, which empties out into the Gulf of Alaska. But we ended up driving back to Alyeska Ski Resort to get ready for our adventure the next day, which was gonna see a beautiful blue glacier called Spencer Glacier. So we just got back from Portage Glacier, and we're gonna go have dinner tonight. Let's make our way into the resort. All right, here we are. This is the resort. All right, we're gonna head up to the bar and grab some drinks. I need a drink, and I'm hungry. All right, we're all geared up, ready to get on a snowmobile. We checked out of the resort. It was a madhouse because of the avalanche. So glad we got to get out of there. All right. So we are here, just getting the snow machines going, and it is relatively clear right now. So we're just gonna get the snow machines going, and then we're gonna start heading out, I'm guessing, that way. This is like riding a motorcycle, it ain't bad. Okay, so we started off for our destination, which was Spencer Glacier. It was about a 14-mile snow machine out to the glacier itself. Now, a lot of times people will say you were out snowmobiling, right? But here in Alaska, they call it snow machining. So we snow machined to the glacier. We didn't snowmobile. So as we popped out of this forest, just look at these beautiful, majestic mountainscapes. I just could not stop thinking to myself how amazing it was out here. The noise of the world is gone. It's just you, these mountains, the snow underneath you, and just getting to one of the most beautiful glaciers in the world. I just want you guys to soak up all this amazing magnificence and tell me what you guys think. Is this a really beautiful area? Would this be a place you would like to go to?
It is beautiful. Beautiful. God, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Look how beautiful it is. Oh man. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at this glacier.
So as I come over the ridge here, you see the glaciers to the north of me. The Blue Glacier is kind of tucked in there between those mountain peaks. With the sun setting, this provided some of the most amazing footage I think I've ever been able to take, really. It was so beautiful, awe-inspiring. I couldn't stop looking at it while I was taking pictures of it. Really, I was just caught up in it. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment below. Give us a like. If this has been an awesome trip so far, this is only the first episode. It's so blue.
It's gone higher, actually. It would have been fine if you went up on that one.
That's okay. Oh, yeah. slide. She's like, don't fall and die, please. All right. Spencer Glacier is just right above me. It's beautiful out here. It's gorgeous. So where does it get its name? Spencer Glacier.
Spencer Glacier. Mr. Spencer is in the glacier.
Really?
He is.
Where?
An old mining camp, gold mine camp back over by the railroad tracks. 1900s or late 1800s. A very active gold mine out here. Mr. Spencer was on his way from the Kenai Peninsula with all the gold miners' money, backpack, and he fell in a crevasse.
Oh.
So they named the ice after him.
So he's still has a ton of money with him.
And eventually he's gonna show up.
Yeah.
Because back then, he was trying to get to the end of the glacier was at the end of this lake.
Oh.
Already come this far. He's gonna fall out eventually.
I know, right?
It's gonna happen.
I can't believe they haven't made a TV show already about that.
He's gonna fall. Not a big deal.
First one to get up there?
Huh?
Feel good when your back hurts. Oh, yes,
Kinda like- So most accidents on glaciers happen because of the lake ice. Not the glacier necessarily. Normally it's the lake ice. The reds, yellows, oranges get absorbed, and the blues go through. Blues, greens, purples, blacks, darker warm colors go through. So we'll see in this little cave over here, there's actually a chunk of black ice.
Wow.
It's glacier ice. It's been at the bottom of the lake for so long, it's never had light shining through it. So it's dark and black.
So we're located right now on the Kenai Peninsula, deep in the Chugach National Forest, which is about 60 miles south of Anchorage. Now, Spencer Glacier rises 3,500 feet in a stunning, natural-looking ramp from this lake of royal blue icebergs. And we were actually able to climb some of those blue icebergs before making our way over to Spencer Glacier. Now, Spencer Glacier, like she said, was named in 1909 by Grant and Higgins, who were a part of a geological survey for Mr. Spencer. He was the paymaster of Alaska Central Railroad, and he fell in a crevasse in this glacier in 1906, and his body was never recovered. So this vast expanse of ice gets its really blue hue because glacial ice is a little bit different than regular ice. It's so blue because of the density of the ice itself. It absorbs every other color from the color spectrum except the color blue. So when we see icebergs or we see glaciers that are formed deep beneath water surface, they become blue. What you're also about to see is me picking at black ice, or ice that was formed so deep it never saw color spectrum, so it maintained a black hue as it made its way up to the surface. But please enjoy just this beautiful landscape, untouched Alaska, truly the last frontier, and this is only our first day, and I was already blown away by the beauty of this place.
So this area is fun because it all just happened.
Really?
Yeah, this just fell off in the last 2 weeks when it warmed up on us.
Oh, wow. You can see where it came off of,
Yeah. We were hanging out under there. There's a nice cave, and back there was a nice cave that we were playing in. But now we're waiting for it to re-solidify again. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. Through there. You hear that? Oh, yeah. This is the wall.
Doesn't matter your order. Doesn't have to be the same. Just be careful getting back in line.
Good.
Dropped Crystal off at the airport with the bags. We're on our way to Fairbanks. So we're about to say goodbye to Anchorage. We had some awesome glacial views. We got to see all the beautiful mountain ranges by Portage Glacier and Spencer Glacier. Now I'm just gonna drop off this rental car. All right, car's been dropped off. On my way to the terminal. All right, so I'm walking through Anchorage International Airport right now. It was a beautiful airport. Lots of like moose and polar bears and stuff around here. The ceiling kind of had like this ambiance of Aurora Borealis up there. But I'm on my way to check in the bags, and we will see you all in Fairbanks. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to continue to see this content, go ahead and click subscribe and put the little bell notification so you can see the next 2 episodes, which will be hot springs and then some dog sledding way out in the Bush, Alaska wilderness. So we can't wait to bring this all to you, and have a great rest of your week.
I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town.